Progress.
Morning, Pamela. Yeah, how are you? I hope we'll get a couple of more in. Morning, Emer and Lorna. Let's turn up the volume. How are you ladies this morning? Now, so I know Trish is coming as well, so we'll just give her a chance. We'll bring the mats forward a little. So thank you for joining me this morning. I might just hop up when Trish comes in. We'll get started. We're going to start on our knees. Nice gentle start. Bringing our bums back to our heels. So by drawing our bums back to our heels, we're going to try and think about drawing our seat bones onto our heels so that we're directly sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders are back and down. Sucking in our belly button. Taking a deep inhale through our nose. And exhale, chin to chest. As we drop that chin to our chest, let's drop those shoulders down as well. We can bring our hands to the ground beside us if you like, palms facing to the mat, so that you're really getting a deep lengthening of those arms. Let's draw that chin and chest up, taking an inhale at the top. And we're going to go full circle. So looking to our right first, chin to chest, full circle of that neck. And as you draw the neck around, you're really allowing the drop down of that chin on your circle around. So keep going in that direction, drawing the chin right down to your chest. Let me just let Trish in. Drawing that tight, Trish, drawing the chin right down to your chest as you're seated up nice and tall on your seat bones, chin, and let's change direction. So we're going to go in the opposite direction, looking to the sky on that full circle. So we're keeping our hands down by our side, palms facing to the mat. Now let's just do one little more stretch on that neck. So as we are going to drop our shoulders, palms to the ground beside, let's drop that right ear to our right shoulder. Really allow the stretch to take place along the left-hand side. And it's a real deep stretch. So you're letting that left shoulder drop as you bring that right ear to your right shoulder. It's lovely and calm out there this morning. Left ear to left shoulder. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. So here's hoping. Nice stretch out along that right hand side. And now drawing the forehead up, chin to the sky, and releasing chin to chest. Lovely. We're going to stay on our knees for a moment. We're going to raise those arms to the sky. So drawing our arms forward to begin with. Inhaling as we look up between our fingertips as we stretch them up to the sky. Exhaling, palms out, and draw them around in a full circle. So we're going to inhale to the sky, looking up between your fingertips. Exhaling, palms out, and around. Let's go for one more. Lovely. Rolling those shoulders. We're going to come into our quadruped position. So coming into quadruped, we're going to open our two knees out to hip width apart, 2 feet to hip width apart, opening our fingertips, fingers forward, middle finger being the leading finger facing forward, pushing the ground away so that we have a nice strong push away. Taking a deep inhale here. Sucking your belly button back to your spine and tucking on that tail on the exhale. Chin to chest on the exhale. Looking into your belly button and really rounding out the spine to the sky. Inhaling back to center. And exhaling, drop that belly. Forehead to the sky. Tailbone to the sky. Inhaling back to center. Now remember, in the morning, you're never going to get as deep a stretch as you'd like or you would in the evening. But you do what your body can do. Only push your body to what it can do. And exhale. Keeping in this position. So I want you to stay in cow position. Dropping the belly, tail to the sky, forehead to the sky. Holding here. And now on an inhale, I'm going to get you to drop the bum back to your heels, but staying in cow position. Exhaling up into your cow. So you're holding in this position. And again, inhale down. Holding in your cow position. Exhale. 2 more here. So you're holding in the cow position to really get that stretch out in your spine. Dropping your belly. Last one. And exhale. Inhale. Back to center. And exhaling into cat stretch. So chin to chest on the exhale. Tucking the tail. Holding here now. And we're going to inhale, dropping the bum to your heels. Keeping in cat position. Chin is tucked in. Exhaling up. Tuck that tail as well, inhaling down. So you can feel your back stretch out in the opposite position. And again, for 2 more. Exhaling back up to cat. Keep the tail tucked strongly. Last one. And inhaling back to center point. We're going to now round out our hips. So as we round our hips, it's a circle we're going to do. So we're going to start in pushing the ground away, feet flat on the ground, knees hip width apart. And we're going to start with the tuck of the tail. And as we tuck the tail, we're going to draw those hips to the right-hand side, over all the way to the right, and then drawing that bum back as you full circle with those hips. Drawing it to the left, back into tail tuck, strong tuck. So we're going to the right, drawing it back around towards our heels, back over to the left, to a full tuck of that tail. So let's go again in this direction. So here we're stretching and opening out those hip joints and really massaging into our hip joints. So you're allowing the real deep stretch on those hips that you would get with walking, but this is nicer. So you can move your elbows as well, allow yourself to come down even deeper as you go back. So you're really getting the full circle. So I'm going to go sideways just to be sure that you can see. So you're getting the full circle and you're coming back around to your left and back into tail tuck. Okay, so you're doing a tuck. Keep that going in that direction. Right, back behind to our left. Now coming into standing position again, pushing the ground away, tucking our tail here again in this position. We're going to go opposite. So let's draw those hips to the left hand side, back over to your back, over to the right, and back into tail tuck. And we're going to go again. So we're just doing the opposite direction. Into tail tuck. Left, heels, right, tuck. Left, heels, right, tuck. So you're getting a deep, deep circle on those hips. And all that movement and lubricating up your hips in the morning, which is such a nice way to prevent any pain. Last one. And finishing with a lovely tail tuck at the end. Chin tucked in and releasing back to position. So in the center line position, we're going to bring our 2 knees together. We're going to bring our thumbs together, middle finger facing forward. We're going to do some nice balance work. Let's inhale as we raise that left arm up, stretch it away on an inhale, and we're going to exhale the right leg to counterbalance. Stretch away on an inhale, exhale, thumb and thigh to the sky. Keep those hips square to the mat, and again. 2 more. Coming back down. Left arm, leg, right arm. Inhale, right arm. Exhaling left leg to counterbalance. So as we stretch that left leg away, we're going to inhale, stretch. Exhale, thumb and thigh, power up. And again. Last one. Bringing that leg down. Gently dropping heels back to your bum, stretching fingertips forward and allow your forehead to come down. So you're just getting a nice stretch out of that back, dropping your elbows and releasing your head. You're coming back up into your quadruped. We're going to start with right knee. So on this position, we're bringing those right toes to the sky. So toes to the sky, shin parallel, thigh parallel to the floor. Squeezing that heel into your bum. And we're going to lift on that thigh. So we're going to go on an inhale. To prepare, exhale, power that toe up. We're going to inhale to the mat. Just skimming it off the ground. Exhale, power up. And again, so as we inhale, we're just skimming it off the ground. On the exhale, you really want to power it up, squeezing that heel in. Drawing that toe right up to the sky, and keep the toe and foot engaged, pointing it right up for 3. Push the ground away. Don't let yourself fall into those shoulders, which can so easily happen. And this is our last one. We're going to stay up and we're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8. Keep lifting out of those shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To the ground. Straight swap over. Left leg. Sucking in the belly button, keeping that core strong. Pointing the toe. We're going to inhale as we come down. Exhale, power up. So you want to squeeze the heel in, pointing the toe up. Just skim it off the ground on the way down on that inhale. Keep your hips square to the mat. Don't let that left hip lift up. Keeping it square, pushing the ground away, don't forget, and sucking in the belly button, keeping that core strong. We got 3, 2, and 1. We're going to hold here. We're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 2, and 1. Coming down. Push the ground away. Draw that right leg back. Big toe nail to the ground. Stretching that leg away. We're going to inhale as we stretch it away from us in a full length. Exhale, draw heel into your bum. Inhale, stretch away. Exhale, drop that toe down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, stretch away. Exhale, drop the toe. And again. Remember, you exhale on effort. Inhaling. Exhale in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, toe. For 3 more. 2. And again, remember to keep those hips square to the mat. Last one. Drawing that knee in. Lovely. Tuck of the tail. Sucking in the belly button. Left leg. Toe to the mat. Stretching it away. We're going to inhale to stretch up. Exhale, heel to bum. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, tipping toe. Inhale up. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, heel in. Inhale, stretch away. Exhale down. And again. You got 3 more. Keep pushing the ground away. Don't forget to keep those hips square to the mat. Last one. Excellent. Drawing our bums back, allowing your bum to drop onto your heels. And drawing that bum right down onto your heels now if you can, rather than keeping it away from your bum an inch or two. Drop your bum right onto your heels and then gently allow your arms to stretch forward so that you're just releasing your lower back bit by bit as your back allows you to drop. Maybe then we can drop the elbows, keeping your bum on your heels, and drop the forehead to the mat. Oh, that's lovely. Lower back is becoming a little bit stronger. We're going to come over onto our left hip, left elbow, toes to the front corner. We're going to suck in our belly buttons here. Right hand in front for balance. So we're keeping our ears away from our shoulders on this one, pushing the ground away, keeping our rib cage up. You can keep your rib cage up off the ground. Really strong motion to keep your belly tucked in as well. We're going to raise that top leg up. We're going to go into our circles. So this is just such a lovely one for those hip joints, for hip flexors. Although you're working the leg muscle, it's massaging of the hip joint that this one creates a really lovely morning motion. So we're going in a full inhale and exhale of that circle. Remember, coming as far forward as you do back. Leg outstretched. So no bend in the knee if we can, to really engage the movement in our hip as opposed to our knee. So the leg is like a matchstick without any bend, without any motion. It's all in the hip. Let's change direction. Two more. And drop that leg. Lovely. So we're going to come down on our low elbow. We're going to suck in our belly buttons to begin with, making sure we have a nice strong connection, keeping our core strong. Low elbow. Let's raise that right leg up. As we raise the right leg up, we're going to squeeze in on the lift. So when we inhale, we're going to kick forward. Squeeze in the heel to your bum on the exhale as you draw that heel and knee back away from you, and you stretch it away on the inhale, kicking forward. Exhale, heel and stretch back. Inhale, kicking forward. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale, you're getting the full squeeze in, knee back, stretch away, exhale. Inhale, forward, exhale, heel, knee, stretch, inhale. We're going to do one more here in this direction. Now we're going to keep our leg back. We're going to squeeze the heel into our bum. We're going to draw our knee forward, and then we're going to kick away. And inhale back. Exhale, heel, knee, kick. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale on the long stretch. Exhale on the motion. Inhale the long stretch. Exhale. Last one. And allow that leg to come down. Lovely cycles and unicycles back and forth. Really nice. Drawing those two knees forward, heels to your bum, right hand in front for balance, sucking our belly button in, keeping our left arm shoulder back, Taking a nice deep inhale as we open that knee, right knee up to the sky, and exhaling closed with control. So let's go again. Inhale, open. Exhaling closed. And again. We're going to go for 3 more, and we'll introduce our kick on the third one. Last one. Exhaling, drawing that leg up to the sky. Engage the leg. Back down to inhale and exhale to close. Inhale, open. And again. Last one. Hold here and let's go for little circles. Clockwise direction for 10, 9, 8, 7. Now engage the leg. 4, 3, 2, and change direction for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And 1 to toes and to close. Lovely. So let's draw those toes up to the sky, knees on top of each other as we inhale, open, and exhaling, closed. So you can feel this one deep into that right glute. That's where you should feel it. So really strongly, and if you hold that close slowly, don't let it get floppy. When you control that close, you'll feel that glute really work. That's all on an exhale, remember, inhaling, open. Exhaling, closed. It's the closing that is the exercise main part of this, so you really want to control it. Don't let it get floppy on that close. Keeping the control of it all the time. Last one. Now we're going to exhale, draw that leg right over as we kick up. Inhale to toes. Exhale to close with control. So this is a double whammy. Let's go again. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep that core strong all the time. And remember, you want to keep the leg in motion. So you want to keep it moving, but you want to do slow, controlled movements and that they're not jerky or jaggy. So you want to inhale, exhale. We're going to hold here and drop your left toe to the ground. Keep your heels together. So our knees are down, our left toe, big toe, or all our left toes are on the mat. Heels are together, right toes are to the sky as we inhale, open. And we exhale, closed. Inhale, open. Exhale. And again. So we're not going to do a kick on this one, we're going to do a swap over. Okay, so we'll just continue with this for 2 more. Last one. Now, when our 2 knees are together, our left toes are on the ground, I want you to draw that right heel up to the sky. Keep your foot flexed, right heel to the sky. So you're aiming to bring the right heel up into the sky by keeping your 2 knees together. And now we're going to swap over, opening those knees, drawing the heels together. And now we swap. Knees together, heel to the sky, heels together, knee to the sky. So this is just a motion where you can start to feel deep into your glute and into your hip of that twist and turn. And what it's doing is deeply getting into your glute and your hip joint, and massaging very deep into that hip joint, which is really important. Let's go for 2 more. This is such a good exercise. And it just allows your hip to work. Last one without too much effort. But we can feel it burning and closing with control. Let's drop those 2 feet and pat that out. Oh, as little as we did, we've done a lot on that hip. So let's swap ourselves over. Bring ourselves onto our right hip, right high elbow, 2 legs pointed to the front corner. Again, remembering now we're hips or ribs off the mat, sucking that belly button back in, 2 legs up, left leg to the sky as we inhale and exhale on that circle. Lovely. So here, the real important movement. You're thinking of that hip. All of these, as much as they're working our leg muscles, like the muscles on our legs are being elongated and stretched, and while in that motion being worked on. So that is the idea with Pilates. You are stretching out and elongating the muscle. And as it elongates, it contracts, which means the muscles become longer and leaner. By doing so, you become stronger. But the more important thing for me, anyway, at my age, is the fact that I am deeply massaging the joints that I use while doing each of these exercises. So let's change direction. So here it's all hip work. And that is so important, you know, that we get deep into those hips while doing an exercise. Like, it's all great to run and to, you know, walk, all of those things. But this is primarily locating that muscle group, targeting that joint, and that's why Pilates is so important. And let's go for 1 more in that direction. Lovely. So it's really targeting where we need to target at our age. My age, anyway. So with 2 legs forward, we're going to come down on our low elbow. Coming down on our low elbow, my rib cage to the back of the mat, left hand in front for balance. Looking forward, so we're not straining on the neck at any point. Hand in front. We're going to raise that top leg up, and we're going to kick forward on the inhale. So as you kick forward on the inhale, we're going to exhale, heel to bum, knee behind, and kicking away. Now, I'm just going to move so we're going to inhale, kicking forward. Exhale. Stretch away. Inhale forward. Exhale. And really stretch back. Last one in this direction. Keeping that leg behind. We're now going to draw the heel into your bum. Drawing your knee forward and stretching away. Inhale back. Exhale in. So your opposite. Last one. And bringing that leg down by your side. Lovely. We're going to do a nice 2 knees forward. And as you bring the 2 knees forward, we're going to keep our heels tucked into our bums. So by keeping your heels tucked into your bum nice and strong, you're engaging everything, sucking your belly button back in as we open on the left. Inhale up to the sky and exhaling closed with control. And again. So by controlling that exhale, remembering we're sucking our belly button back in. Keeping our cores nice and strong. Last one. We're going to introduce our kick here. Inhale, open. Exhaling, kicking, drawing that leg into a nice straight long leg. Inhale to toes. Exhale to close. And again. For 3. 2. Last one. Holding here, we're going to go for our circles in clockwise direction to begin with for 10, 9, 8, 7, 2, and 1. Changing direction and concentrating on that little circle, stretching out your leg, engaging your leg for 3, 2, and 1 to toes and to close. Drawing our toes to the sky, keeping our knees together, keeping our toes together as we inhale, open, and exhaling, closed with control. And again. On this one, let's introduce our kick as we inhale, open, exhale, inhale to toes, exhale to close, again with control. Feel the pinch, make sure you feel that pinch as you're closing, because then you know that you're really closing with control, because if you're closing with control on the exhale, you should feel a pinch into your glute. Inhale, open, exhale, inhale. Exhale. One more before we introduce our exhale. And hold here. We're going for our little circles. I can't remember, did we do this in the last one? But I hope we did. 4, 3, 2, and change direction for 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1 to toes and to close, and dropping those feet down. Lovely. So we're going to come into our right toes onto the mat, heels together, knees together in the front. As we inhale, open, exhale, close. So this is the real targeted one. This one really gets deep into your glutes. So let's work it strong. Inhale, open, exhale, and again. For 2 more before we introduce our last bit. We're going to do knee to heel. So keeping our toes to the ground. Let's draw that left heel to the sky, squeezing it up, and let's change over. Heels together, left knee to the sky, and swap it out. Knee to heel. Knee to heel. This is tough. Keeping breathing, don't forget to breathe. And keep that strong motion so you can really feel that into your hip flexor. Really deeply massaging for the last time, dropping that heel. And let's release out and deeply pat into that. Lovely, guys. We're going to come over onto our backs. Massaging out those hips with a little stretch. Drawing those two knees into your chest. Allowing yourself to come back onto the mat behind. I'm going to take my hair down, it's much easier. Let's squeeze both those knees into your chest. By squeezing your knees into your chest, you're just releasing your back into the mat. Let's bring both legs to the sky, stretching out into nice long straight legs. Right leg over left leg, bend, crossing at the thighs and bending at the knees. So we're crossing over at the thighs, bending at the knees, right hand to left and left hand to right. On the shin or the ankle, just below your knee. Inhaling and exhale, let's draw those knees into your chest. Now relax your feet. Now keep your lower back imprinted onto the mat all the time. So you're really drawing that lower back into the mat as you squeeze on the exhale. Now keep a nice strong hold. Inhale. And exhale. So you can really feel that into your right glute. Allowing that stretch to really release. And let's swap over. Two legs to the sky. Crossing over at the thighs and bending at the knees. Right to left and left to right. Inhaling here, relax your 2 feet. And exhale, let's draw those knees into your chest. By doing so again, you're releasing that left glute. So you're inhaling to relax or just hold. Exhale even deeper. Squeezing in. Last one. Lovely. Let's release both those 2 knees. Squeezing them in. We're going to let that left leg stretch away. Keeping that right leg into our chest. We're going to come into a nice chest lift. Right hand to right ankle. Left hand just below your knee. Let's lift that left leg off the ground about 6 inches. Inhaling to prepare. Exhale, double pulse into your chest. Swap on the inhale. Left hand to left ankle. Exhale, stretch away. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more sets. Last set. And both knees in, releasing your back. Point to flex your feet. Lovely. Going to bring our 2 hands into the ankles, opening your knees out to the side, pointing your toes and tipping your 2 big toes off each other. Squeezing those knees out to the side. We're going to stretch that right leg to begin with, up and out to the side, and back to center. Let's go left leg stretch on the inhale. Exhaling back to center. We're going to go with the right, and we're going to stay with the right for 5. So inhale, stretch away. Exhale, center. So we're holding onto our ankle for the first 2. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, center. Now let's keeping our hand off our ankle, drop it onto your belly, dropping inhale, open. Exhaling in. For 2 more. Keeping your right hand in. Exhale. So our last one. Inhale, open. And exhale in. Let's bring that right hand to your right ankle. We're going to stretch out left leg on the inhale. Keeping our hand there for now. Exhaling in. So to help guide it, let's go for 1 more with our handed. Exhale. Now drop that left hand onto your belly, dropping that left elbow down. Inhale, left leg. Stretch it away. Exhaling, drawing it into toes. For 2 more. Last one. Let's drop both hands onto your belly. Keep your belly sucked in, toes are together, knees outstretched. We're going to inhale both legs together, stretching them away, exhaling back to toes, and squeezing the heels in. Inhale, open. Exhaling, closed. For 3 more. Really stretch on that inhale. Drawing those legs far away from each other. Last one. Bringing our knees together. Squeezing our heels in. We're going to bring ourselves up to seated. We're going to keep our 2 feet flat on the ground. We're going to bring our hands in behind our shins, our knees, on our thighs. And we're going to inhale at the top nice and tall. As we exhale, we're going to draw ourselves up onto our tippy toes and off our seat bones back onto our lower backs. And we're going to inhaling, drawing the 2 legs into tabletop position. So let's stretch those fingertips out above our feet. Stretching them up to the sky. We're going to inhale, stretch away. Exhale down to tippy toes on the ground. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale down. And again. For 3. Last one. Let's drawing ourselves up into a seated position, bringing our 2 feet together, the heels of our feet together, the knees separated, and dropping our knees out to the side, taking hold of our feet with our hands, and drawing our bodies forward. Getting a nice stretch into that lower back. Lovely. I'm going to bring our 2 feet to the mat again. We're going to bring ourselves back all of the way, coming into our final exercise, which is the 100 position. So you can decide to do it feet on the ground or feet in tabletop. If you're really brave and you want to go full stretch away, remembering legs are stretched far away, heels together, toes pointed and separated. I'm going to come into second position. First position, remember you have a nice gap in your lower back and you're stretched up here and you have neutral spine. So you have that nice arch in your lower back. Second position, we're imprinted down to the mat. Fingers are stretched away, shins in tabletop. I'm going to stay here and let's go for our breaths. And drawing those 2 knees in. Lovely. Squeezing those 2 knees right in, drawing your lower back onto the ground and releasing. Lovely. We're going to roll ourselves up to seated. Coming into the center of our mat. 2 feet stretched to the side. Bringing our 2 feet to the side. You're going to have your toes nice and relaxed. Taking a nice deep inhale as we stretch our chest up to the sky. Drawing the left sole of your left foot into your inner thigh of your right leg. Dropping that left knee to the mat and allowing yourself to fall down over that nice long right leg. Coming up to seated, let's bring that left elbow to the mat. Fingertips to the sky on the inhale. Exhaling over. Allowing that elbow to be back. So you have a nice long line from elbow to toe. Coming back up to seated, let's swap over. Left leg away, foot to the inner thigh and stretch down over that left leg. Feeling that stretch in your back. Bringing that right elbow to the mat behind your left knee, right knee. Stretching to the sky on the inhale and exhaling over. Allowing that stretch to come into play. And coming up to seated. We're going to draw ourselves up onto our knees, drawing our bones to the sky carefully, and slowly rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhaling to the sky and exhaling around. One more. Thank you so much for joining me. I can hear lots of activity downstairs, so thank God they're up and at it. So I hope you have a lovely day. And thank you very much. And hopefully I'll see you all on Thursday. Have a nice one. Bye. Thank you.